Hi guys, it's Kim here. I'm finally back at the beach and I'm just going to share with you quickly just this beautiful surrounding that I'm in before I get into today's message. I'm actually standing in the water. Just soak that in. Pretty magnificent. It's a little bit windy today, but I'm going to just stand in this water and share this message with you because it's just so beautiful. Okay, I've had an awesome chat this morning with a couple of clients, and it's prompted me to talk a little bit more about this universal big picture. And for example, the message I got today before I was actually getting ready this morning, quite early this morning to go into my sessions, and I kept getting this message, and the message was, what if you're actually not here to fix anything? What if you don't have to heal anything? And it kept going on and on and on and on. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll take that message. As I went into my sessions, it kept coming up. This thing around, we don't have to fix anything. We're not here to fix anything. We're actually not even here to heal ourselves. We're actually here only to have experiences. Okay, so let me share a little bit more about that. Sorry if it's a little bit windy. So let me share a little bit more about experiences. So before you came down here and chose this body, you decided what you wanted to experience in this life. Because as a soul floating around in the sky up there, you don't get to experience the feelings that we have. You don't get to experience the things that we do here because you don't have a body when you're floating around in the universe. So what we do is we say, okay, so when we incarnate on this planet, I'm going to decide to have these certain experiences. Now, the experiences might stem from, I want to experience lack and to know what lack feels like. So then I know what wealth feels like, because I don't know what wealth feels like until I know what lack feels like. And then we might say, well, I want to experience what it feels like to maybe be overweight or to have weight on. So then I know and can appreciate what it's like when I don't have that experience. And in different lives, you decide to have all different experiences just so you know what that feels like. Because again, when you're floating around in that unlimited body, in the unlimited universe, you don't feel any of those things. So then you decide what it is that you want to experience in this life. From those decisions, you then line yourself up with other souls who can help facilitate those feelings for you. Now, don't kid yourself and think, oh, they're just lining up for me, because you are also helping them to facilitate a role as well. So they have their own plans and they have their own purpose around what they want to experience when they come down. And you both decide to play the victim and the victor. Decide to play the lack and the wealth. Then we decide to play the stuck and the not stuck. Oh my God, I can't believe this. As I'm standing here talking, there's a massive crab that has just gone past. I'm so lucky it hasn't bit me on the foot. I'm going to be careful now. This big massive crab just went straight past me. So you all decide to play different roles in each other's lives. Now, when you're little souls floating around in the universe, we're all lovely, we're all happy, we're all just here to have a great time. And again, we then set each other's up and say, okay, so this time I'm going to play this role. And another one will go, okay, well, I'll help you do that if you help me to do this. And it's all organized. And what we do, and if you do any kind of Akashic Records work or any soul records work, you find out what those agreements are, and it's so cool. You have contracts with each other as souls, and the Akashic Records, no one knows, is your soul record. So you have all these agreements with each other as to what you want to experience when you come down. Now, when you come down here, and of course you meet people who do things to you, and also maybe you might do something to someone and it might shock you because you're like, I didn't mean to upset you, but you've upset someone because you are a facilitation in their experience, and vice versa. They are a facilitation in your experience. So whatever people are bringing up for you, or whatever experience you're having, is all pre-arranged before you come down here. Now, the big secret around that is that when you have these experiences, from when you're born until you die, when you have these experiences, you are meant to just have those experiences and then tick them off like a bucket list. You're meant to go, okay, so I've experienced the lack. I'm just going to tick that off now, and I'm ready for the next step in whatever else I wanted to experience when I came down here. The thing is that when we're born, we're fed with beliefs of learn from your mistakes, learn from the lessons you're taught, hold on to the memory so you don't do it again. And that is why we continue to have recurring patterns come up in our life, because in actual fact we're just meant to tick them off as done and move on to the next. But what we end up doing is we relive it time and time again because we think that's what we're meant to do. So I'm going to share with you that whatever you've done in the past and whatever's happened in the past, you had actually just signed up to have that experience, and then you were meant to just tick that off in your little experience box, and you were meant to move on to the next experience that you have already lined up before you came down here. So from this moment on, from now on, I want you guys to really just simply look at everything that's happening to you. It's actually happening for you because you decided to have these experiences. And please, no matter how traumatic the experiences are, just know that they were all part of the big plan. Don't fall into the victim and that someone did that to you, or that is something that, I know people go through horrible things, but it keeps you staying there and repeating the same lessons, and I don't want you to stay in that anymore. What I want you to do, no matter how the experiences were, I want you simply to look at them as something you wanted to experience, as a soul in a body on this planet, and that once you experience it, you tick that off, and then you get ready for the next experience. But you want that next experience to be different. So for you to have that next experience to be different, you need to tick off the old experience and say, yes, I've done that. So look at everything that you've gone through in your life and simply say, okay, what is the theme around that thing? Write down everything that you've gone through. Write down what the theme is and what it is that you were meant to experience from it. It might be, I'm meant to experience lack and feel lack. I'm meant to experience sadness. I'm meant to experience joy. Whatever it is that you were meant to experience, tick it off, and get yourself to a place where you are right now, where you are ready for the next steps. What that's going to do is it's going to release you from everything that happened in the past, and it's going to help you to welcome the new experiences that you wanted to experience in this life. Now, what that also does is it then facilitates not only massive change in your life, but it also creates a level of what people would call healing. But in actual fact, there's no healing involved. It's simply just experience it and let it go. So please know you don't need to fix anything from the past. You don't need to heal anything. You simply just need to tick it off as an experience. I've done that. And now that's part of my bucket list. I'm going to tick it off, and then I'm going to keep moving on. It's also really cool to look at all the contracts that you have and agreements that you have with everyone. And if someone is really triggering you, just simply go, okay, I've got an agreement with them, I've got a contract with them. I'm going to look into what theme and what experience that is bringing up for me. and then go, okay, I'm experiencing that, I can feel that, I'm now ready to let that go and tick that off. Okay, so try it, let me know how you go with that. Greetings from Western Australia here. Stunning day, and yeah, share with me your experiences in really like connecting to the purpose behind everything that's happened to you. And I want you just really also to connect to the fact that you don't need to heal anything. In some cases you don't need to learn anything, you were just meant to experience what that feels like and then move on. The other thing that you're meant to know from all these experiences is that you're just meant to remember who you really are. And I'm doing a lot of work with a lot of different people. I'm bringing them back to experiencing who they really are without this body, without their roles, and to really connect them to their soul and source energy. And it's such a beautiful experience to see people really bring out their unlimited potential, connect to their inner light, connect to their inner voices, and to then see that they can see themselves other than this person on a planet. They can actually see themselves as this unlimited energy that has the capacity to have any experiences they want on this planet. So don't give up, don't think you have to heal anything, don't think you actually have to fix anything. Look at all your experiences, tick them off, and then get ready for the new. And if you have any trouble with that, let me know, comment below and I can give you a hand. Have an awesome day, and goodbye from Western Australia.